Ladies and gentlemen, there was a story in the Washington Post about one of the top prosecutors going after Trump in the Department of Justice, not just now for January, but now since they don't have really any evidence that he told anyone to commit a criminal act or organize this plot to undermine democracy, because these are the same people who don't even have functioning primaries. You have to understand. They cheated Bernie Sanders and then blamed another country for their own despicable behavior in their own primary. But see, again, they can. It's do as I say, not as I do. So these people are like all over the place. Democrats and media are one team. The media is an extension of the Democratic Party, and I saw it firsthand when I was on the left. When I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post, and the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post, I saw it with my own eyes. Okay, they didn't like Bernie Sanders. They wanted to marginalize him, silence him. They wanted to ensure that he lost to Clinton. They worked alongside the Democratic Party, and they worked in unison, in concert with one another. It's not difficult to see what's going on. And so with Trump, now they can't do anything with the January committee, and I explained that in the segment prior to this one, and I'll continue to do these segments. You can't get Trump convicted or prosecuted because Cassidy Hutchinson said she was told by somebody's gardeners, friends, proctologists, neighbors, second cousin, twice removed, hairstylists, mechanic, that Trump lunged at somebody or a Secret Service agent, and the Secret Service agent immediately debunked that. Then he lunged at the limo driver, and the driver debunked that, refuted that. So now what do you have? Oh, he knew that people were armed. Well, how did he know? Because somebody told him? How does he know that person's telling the truth? I mean, the man has not orchestrated anything. Okay, and Democrats have had about a year and a half, 2 years to find this out. And they can't find out anything. It's not for lack of trying. They want to indict Trump. They don't want to see him again. They have this completely irrational, apoplectic, and hysterical fascination or obsession with Trump. It's really frightening, actually. It really is scary. When anyone, whether you're left or right, look at the Clintons. When I was writing articles in The Hill, the Huffington Post, Salon, the Federalist, about the Durham Pro Special Counsel or Clinton emails with top secret intelligence on private servers, I never made an extension. I never made a leap of logic, or I never went into the realm of Hillary Clinton's morality, who she was as a human being, her personality, what she allegedly told people. I never dove into that realm of hearsay, gossip, rumor. I understand that all politicians bend the truth here and there, engage in hyperbole, and aren't saints all the time. But I only focused specifically on private servers with top secret intelligence. Infinitely more of a criminal act than anything Trump has ever done. I never talked about Hillary Clinton's personality, or her morality, or what drives her as a human being. She's probably a very good human being to the people she loves. But she committed crimes with top secret intelligence on private servers. If Comey went to bat and tried to cover up those crimes, that's James Comey, helping send this country into endless turmoil with his decision. That was not a decision based on integrity. That was a decision based on political alliance and allegiance. But, I mean, you have a situation where they're going after Trump now because, well, now we're going to get him on intimidating officials. But he didn't intimidate anyone. You can't intimidate people when you have all of media against Trump. And nobody even... You think anyone was frightened at that moment? In Georgia or anywhere else, that Trump would kick them out of their jobs or impose some kind of retribution? No. Hit subscribe to this channel and be here tonight for the live stream at around 8:39 p.m. Pacific. they're trying to get Trump now on intimidation. We'll talk about that later tonight on the live stream. Hit subscribe also to this channel, ladies and gentlemen, and hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel and the Bitcoin Crash to 10,000 or lower channel. I will go ahead and do a lot of these segments about indicting Trump because they can't indict Trump if they don't have any... They're trying to now... They don't have any evidence that he made some kind of statement that intimidated anyone. Okay? After he had lost, okay, just like Democrats, not only with Russia, he went through legal means. The courts, the Democrats were jumping up and mocking him and mocking and denigrating and laughing at Trump supporters. Oh, you lost. You're 50-0. You're 0-50. You're 0-100 in court. Rudy Giuliani with the Just for Men, all that. Oh, they were going out. They were so happy and giddy. Nobody was intimidated. Not a soul was intimidated by President Trump, outgoing president at that time. And what he was trying to do is find legal theories or a legal way. So now they're so twisted in terms of their warped logic. He's trying to find legal theories that he knows are false. So here's they're admitting he's trying to go ahead and utilize the law, but they're then trying to inject intent or the intent to deceive because they know that Trump acknowledged they were right, which that's not the case. He truly doesn't believe that they were right. Okay, we'll leave it at that. He truly doesn't believe, and he can if he just calmed down a bit and actually organized his thoughts, he might be able to, in an interview with Anderson Cooper or Joe Scarborough or Jimmy Kimmel or anyone, be able to present his or communicate his thoughts in a manner that he did in 2015 when he didn't mind speaking to media. 2015, Donald Trump had no problem speaking to media. No problem at all. They're trying to go ahead and they're trying to say he knew he was wrong and still intimidated people. What he was trying to do, however, was implement what he thought was a legal manner or it was a legal way to impose or implement his viewpoint on that moment in time. Okay, Democrats, it's interesting. What Democrats do is they'll get James Clapper and James Comey and Strzok and McCabe, and they'll say, well, we didn't write them a letter. We didn't intimidate them. They did it all on their own. It's like, yeah, we all see that. That's really frightening. All of these government officials just miraculously and coincidentally happen to side with Democrats, an outgoing Democratic administration. You have all these officials in an outgoing administration that are doing everything possible to undermine an incoming administration. The rebuttal is that, it's national security. They're just doing it because of national security. I'm speaking in roundabout terms because I have to, ladies and gentlemen, but Democrats say, well, the Russia investigation was legitimate because there were serious concerns that the Kremlin could have installed Trump. Well, where's the evidence? Well, a Steele dossier purchased by Clinton. But still, with Trump, he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. There is never any benefit of the doubt with Trump. There's always absurd leaps of logic. He doesn't get any... The standard of suspicion is completely different for Donald Trump than for Joe, who leaves a voicemail with Hunter saying, you're in the clear regarding your business dealings. And then he lies to everybody and says, yeah, I didn't tell you. I haven't told anyone I haven't talked to my son or Hunter about his business dealings. So there you go. There's a completely different double standard. But you're not going to get Trump on intimidating anybody because you've had 2 years. This is just the latest obsession of Democrats who are also government officials. Okay, they're not government officials first, just like these historians are not historians first. They're liberal Democrats who look at the world from the perspective of the of a Democratic Party. Okay? If you're in the Democratic Party, you're going to look at the world completely differently from anyone else. People in the Green Party, conservatives, Republicans, doesn't matter. The Democratic Party has a unique view of the world, and all of media is composed of liberal Democrats, okay, or progressives, but mainly liberal Democrats. They're going to see the world as Trump is capable of anything, Democrats are capable of nothing, corrupt. And they're not going to utilize the same standard of suspicion against themselves that they utilize against Trump. They're going to give themselves the benefit of the doubt. You can't prove that money flowed into the foundation and that beneficial treatment took place, even though President Obama didn't veto the sale of 20% of U.S. uranium capacity, which of course is a national security issue, far greater than anything Trump was accused of doing. But with Trump, it's, oh my God, somebody said he lunged at a Secret Service agent. The Secret Service agent denies it, and then they still say, oh, you know what? He's a yes man, so, can't believe him. Anyway, hit subscribe to this channel right now. It'll be very difficult to get Trump on intimidation, which is grasping at straws now. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Be here tonight at around 8:39, 9 p.m. Pacific for